We are back. This is Shannon BR broadcasting from the home of Down Squad Racing here at the Mullet River Sprint Track. It's been a couple weeks since race 3. We had our entire program editing this week go down. Had to do this on a different one. But we're back for race 4 of that 70s race. This includes 3 new cars and 4 second chance cars. 7 cars today, 7 laps. Let's meet our drivers. First, we got Hades from Karmic Racing, driving that 1971 Mustang Mach 1. Then we got D-Man from Beaverworks, driving a 1971 Dodge Charger. Craig Sr. from Hot Nuts Diecast in that 1975 Corvette Stingray. Coots, a second chance car from Bent Rod Racing, driving the Maverick. Then we have Uncle Elvis of Uncle Elvis Racing in that 1978 Firebird. Then we have Indy Rain from the A-Team in that 1971 Plymouth GTX. Speaking of 1971, here's another one. Bay City Daryl from Bay City Diecast in the 1971 Dodge Charger. Lap 1, Hades and D-Man will be up front. Craigster Sr. and Coots in row 2. Uncle Elvis and Indy Rain in row 3. And Bay City Daryl starting from the back. Here we go, lap 1, heading on down to the carousel. That is Hades out in front of that orange car. Takes the whole shot all the way through the triple Lindy. Oh, we got cars off the track. Hades bringing in lap 1. Is that it? There's 3 more cars. I believe that was Craigster Sr. who finished in second. There's some shenanigans going on in the back, but that is Hades out in front. He gets the whole shot heading into the Phil Collins corner. Check out the brown car in the back. That is Bay City Daryl taking a long fall. Phil Collins strikes again. Craigster Sr. slides in that Corvette into the Crew Jones corner, gets a little help getting pushed through Cham's corner to take second with Uncle Elvis and Coots right behind him. Your finishing order for lap 1, Hades, Craigster Sr., Uncle Elvis, and Coots. Coots! I just like saying that. Coots! Let's check out the standings after 1 lap. The points go from 7 to 1 depending on where you finished. If you don't finish, you get 0 points. Hades out in front. Craigster Sr. in second currently. Let's check out lap 2. D-Man out in front on the pole with Coots next to him. Hades and Indy in row 2. Craigster Sr. and Bay City Daryl row 3. Uncle Elvis way back there. Here's lap 2 heading on down to the carousel. Pretty even going down the hill. Through the Phil Collins corner, Coots getting out in front. Being challenged by D-Man, and here comes Hades. Hades takes over second place. Coots finishing first. Let's check out the replay. You can definitely tell that Bay City Daryl back there's got a slower car. Everyone else is together through the Phil Collins corner, going through the triple Lindy. Coming out of the triple Lindy, that is both Rain and Uncle Elvis just flying off the track, heading down the back stretch. Everybody else gets across the finish line. Your finishing order for lap 2. Coots, Hades, D-Man, Craigster Sr., Bay City Daryl. Standings after 1, Hades out in front with 13 points, Coots with 11 points, Craigster Sr. with 10. Indy Rain still with that goose egg, has to start scoring some points. Lap 3, Coots and Indy Rain will be in front. D-Man, Bay City Daryl in the second row, Hades, Uncle Elvis in the third, Craigster Sr. in the back. Here is lap 3, headed to the carousel, that is Coots out in front. Coots gets sideways going down the hill, so does D-Man, and oh my gosh, they explode coming out of the Phil Collins corner, and that is Bay City Daryl. Did anyone else finish? Bay City Daryl, the only one to finish. Let's check this out. This explosion is insane. Coots gets sideways heading down the hill here, so does D-Man, and you know with that Phil Collins face just looking down at him what's going to happen. That's right, someone went in the air tonight. Head to the triple Lindy. You can see Team Karmic out in front, but Hades has so much speed coming out of that triple Lindy that he actually flips it going down the back straightaway. That freaks up both Indy Rain and Craigster Sr. They try to avoid it, can't do it. And that is Bay City Daryl going from 4th to 1st in the Crew Jones corner and being the only one to finish the lap. What a crazy drive for Bay City Daryl. Great job keeping it together with all the chaos on that lap. Here's the standings after 3. Hades out in front with 13 points, Coots with 11, Craigster Sr. and Bay City Daryl with a huge catch-up, tied at 10. Let's head on over and look at your lap 4 grid. This is Indy Rain and Bay City Daryl up front, Coots and Uncle Elvis in row 2. Row 3 is D-Man, Craigster Sr., Hades in the back, Here we go with lap 4, heading on down to the carousel. That is Indy Rain getting a huge start. Coots with a nice push. Come to the Phil Collins corner. Indy Rain still out in front. All the cars, oh, we lost one. Indy Rain's gonna take the lap. Much needed points for Indy Rain. Let's check out the replay. 6 cars finishing that lap. Indy gets a great push from Coots heading on down to the carousel. Bay City Daryl, on the other hand, slowed down the outside lane. The inside lane had a great advantage coming through. Heading through the triple Lindy, it looked like everybody was good, but coming down that back straightaway, D-Man was not having anything of Coots. Shoves him right off the track. Coots flies off the track. Everybody else just takes off for the finish line. Your finishing order is Indy, Rain, D-Man, Hades. I think that's Bay City Daryl, Uncle Elvis, and Craigster Sr. Everybody finishes except for Coots. Everybody gets points. That might shake up the standings just a little bit. Let's go to the board and see where everybody is at. Hades out in front with 18 points. Bay City Daryl with 14. Craigster Sr. 12. Coots with 11. Uncle Elvis with 8. Indy Rain was 7. D-Man was 6. We still have 3 laps to go. Lap 5. Bay City Daryl, Uncle Elvis up front. Indy Rain and Craigster Sr. in the middle row. Coots, Hades, row 3. D-Man in the back. Heading on down to the carousel. That is Bay City Daryl getting a nice push from Indy Rain. Through the Phil Collins corner. Down the back stretch, that's Bay City Daryl still out in front. Seems like everyone's right behind him. Wait, only 3 people. Where's everybody else? Wasn't there just like 7 cars going into the Crew Jones corner? Into the S's? What happened here? Bay City Daryl got the lap. Everybody's heading on down through the Phil Collins corner. All 7 cars until Triple Lindy. Does anybody, let's see here. Yep, that is Craigster Sr. flipping onto his roof, and everybody just scatters and causes chaos going into the Crew Jones corner. Watch the second last car fly off the track. That is D-Man going for a long fall. Only 3 cars out of the 7 that entered the Crew Jones corner finished. That's a lot of chaos in the last 2 turns. Your finishing order is Bay City Daryl, Uncle Elvis, Indy Rain. I think it's pretty clear from the starts that Bay City Daryl has one of the slower cars on the track today, but somehow it just keeps putting up points. Out in front now with 21 points. This track is all about consistency. If you can consistently finish laps, you're going to be in the front. Lap 6, Uncle Elvis and Craigster Sr. out in front. Bay City Daryl and Hades in the second row. Indy Rain and D-Man in the third. Coots in the back. Here we go, lap 6, heading on down to the carousel. Great start by Craigster Sr. gets around Uncle Elvis, and so does Hades. Hades flies off the track in the Triple Lindy. That is Craigster Sr. is going to take the lap. Uncle Elvis in second. I believe 4 or 5 cars finished. Here's the replay, heading on down to the carousel. Great start by Craigster Sr. Uncle Elvis falling back, and that's Hades trying to get around them both. Gets some air, gets on the side of the track, and just flies off the edge of the Triple Lindy. That is a rough place to launch from, man. That's a long fall. Heading down the back stretch, you can see D-Man at the end there getting hooked on the side of the track. Everybody else jockeying for position going into the Crew Jones corner. Through the S's they go. And that is D-Man's going to flip over and end in the Crew Jones corner. Your finishing order is Craigster Sr., Uncle Elvis, Indy Rain, Bay City Daryl, and Coots. Craigster Sr. and Uncle Elvis are taking advantage of those front row starts now to catch up to everybody in points. Really working to their advantage. Let's go to the standings and see how this is going. Bay City Daryl still out in front. Uncle Elvis, 20 points. Craigster Sr., 19 points. Hades, 18. Indy Rain was 17. Here is lap 7. I know that says lap 6, but it's lap 7. Craigster Sr. in the front with Hades. Uncle Elvis and D-Man row 2. Bay City Daryl and Coots row 3. Indy Rain in the back. 6 of the cars have a chance to move on going into this last lap. Here they head on to the carousel. That is Craigster Sr. out in front. Getting a little wild behind them. Hades flips in the Triple Lindy corner, blocking up everybody else. That is Craigster Sr. with an easy win. Oh, and there's Uncle Elvis. I believe I saw Bay City Daryl. Before we go to the standings, let's check out this lap one more time. Again, that is Craigster Sr. with some speed heading on down the hill through the Phil Collins corner out in front, and that is where Hades gets pushed down the back stretch by everybody else. That is Craigster Sr. finishing. And here comes Uncle Elvis, Bay City Daryl, and D-Man. Well, I believe that Bay City Daryl is going to be moving on here. I have to see the points for everybody else. I'm trying to do the math in my head. I just can't do it right now, so we're going to have to wait Here are the final standings for Group 4. Congrats to Bay City Daryl, Uncle Elvis, and Craigster Sr. who will all be moving on. Uncle Elvis and Craigster Sr. tying for second place. Hades, Indy Ray, Coots, and D-Man will not make it to the next round. We love all 4 of those teams. Can't wait to see them back here at the track. In the meantime, we'll see you guys next time for the semifinals of that 70s race. This is Shannon BR saying, see you.